morning, good morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. God is good. It's another day to be alive. Another day, another promise. It's another day, man. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Say hello. And also, I want to put this in there. If you are new to trading, comment down below, because if I have a lot of people, well, I know I'm just starting my channel, so I won't have a lot of people. But if you don't know anything about trading or anything, don't hesitate to go in the comments and just share with me your journey or what you need help with or anything, or just anything. You feel me? I'm here. But welcome to my channel, guys. My name is Nick Trades. I'm just here to show my journey. I'm a regular person. I'm just giving the rundown of everything, because I want to approach this video as if you are new. This is your first time watching my video. I'm a futures trader. I'm currently trading Top Step futures prop firm. I have 2 funded accounts. I hate that I have to keep saying that, but like I said, new viewers, I have 2 funded accounts. You can look at my past videos. I have shown proof of that, so that I'm not capping. But yeah, I'm practicing. I'm practicing right now. I did breach a 50K combine last week, but I have to pay my $300 basically for 2 of those accounts to activate them. But I do plan on probably purchasing a 50K combine by the end of this week, and maybe I can trade on Friday or whatever. But yeah, so that's the plan. I'm just tape reading today, practicing. I don't mind, because with trading, still got to get your chops in. You still got to have improvements. So yeah, so I'm here. I normally do my analysis on TradingView, and I do have a lag, guys. It won't be for long. By 2025, I should have a new everything. But my screens and my brain, well, with the computer, with a desktop by itself, the 2 screens is $300 or something. And then I want to get me another desk. That's like $300 or something. So I'm looking at like $600 or something to just upgrade my whole corner over here. If you see on my there's the cover photo. My cover photo, that's basically my little trading area that I have. You'll see it's like very minimum. And I actually have, you see that Nick Trade sign right there. I supposed to have that lit up, but when I moved my bed over, because I was over on the other side of my room, I pulled it by mistake, moved some stuff around, and then it's in like literally on the T. It's like just some light right there. That's it. So I gotta get me another sign so it can look more cool in the background and everything. But I'm planning on getting some stuff to put on the wall to kind of spice up everything. And I have my LED lights to put in the corner and everything, like for my wall up there. But I really haven't done it because I really don't show it yet. But I think if I show it, then if I have it up there, then I'll probably find a way to kind of get all of it in there. But anyways, neither here nor there. Let me go to TradingView now. This is the 5-minute. I'm going to go to the daily time frame and kind of overall look at everything. I did not trade Asian session last night. I had rehearsal last night, so I didn't get a chance to trade Asian session last night, which is a bummer. I was so tired when I got back. I was gonna at least see if I can see a setup. I might do that, like if I'm waiting for a trade, like if I'm still in a trade and I'm kind of waiting for it to play out or whatever. I may kind of look for a setup then. But as of now, I actually am on a whole lot earlier. Like I'm on like super early. I normally try to be on here like 9:30, but I have a whole 25 minutes. Wow. So yeah, so I just want to start on the daily time frame. Move all of this from yesterday. Move this in dog, and as you can see, it hit the higher time frame. It swept it. It did not run it. swept and ran is two different things. Swept means it took it out, but it did not close above. It did not have multiple candles close above, and it, you know, just kept going. Swept. What did I just say? That's ran when it actually closed above this line right here. But as you can see, it swept it. It came up, wicked out, came back down, meaning it took this high to the left, out, and then it continued to drop. It dug into these two daily fair value gaps here. Now it is into, it came back into this daily fair value gap, which I see now I need to just remove because it already done tapped into it. In this fair value gap, I think I must have placed it, what this is, this is Monday, Friday, that's from Monday, yeah. So when I marked it Monday, it didn't tap into it, so it literally tapped into it, opened here, came all the way down, came back up to open, and then pushed up, and then now this candle just opened, and now it's a little bullish right here. As you can see, this candle right here with the indicator that I use, it's not that much volume yet. This is why I love this indicator as well, because it tells me if the daily candle is bullish or bearish. Now it's just a little bullish. It's tapping into this current fair value gap right here. It literally just tapped the 50% of it. Yeah, it tapped the 50% of this gap. So what I'm gonna do, so I won't, when I go down to the smaller time frame, it won't be in green. I'm gonna just mark out like the 50%. And I have time now, so I'm gonna gray it out. Hopefully my computer don't lag so much, y'all. It's already starting to. Look at this. I'm just trying to change the color and change it. It's definitely gonna have to just fast forward through all of this. Okay, we're back now. So now I'll mark that as gray, put this as a dashed line, and then put 50%. 50% of daily fair value gap. Ooh. And I want to lock that. I want to have that a little lighter. Cause it's like I want it to be visible, but I don't want it to be like. Yeah, I don't want it to be like super heavy on my chart. I do want to put like the bottom so I can keep track of this daily fair value gap without really having to watch it. This is what I mean when I wish my computer was faster, because when I do this, it won't take so much time. Okay, I'm gonna lock that. Did I lock this one? No, lock this one. Okay, so it tapped into all of this imbalance here. It still left the daily fair value gap open. Can't forget another daily fair value gap, future. So let me go down to the hourly time frame. I don't want to mark off too many gaps because I already have the daily gaps there. As far as the hourly time frame, there is an hourly gap here, but I'm not going to mark it just yet. But if I was looking at kind of like if I was a trader that trades on the hourly time frame, I would basically be waiting for a price to come down here and tap into this hourly fair value gap. I'll be waiting for a price to tap into that and then reverse, because technically it would be a displacement because this is an SMT here. There's an SMT right here. It already came down, took out this low, and now it displaced, took out these highs here, and then it can come down here into this hourly fair value gap and just, you know, displace from there. So for the hourly time frame, I am going to mark this, but I don't quite want to. Let me see. I think what I'm gonna do, instead of putting a fair value gap there, I don't want it to be. Here we go. Here we go. All right, back over here on Top Step. But like I said, I really don't be on here this early like this. I normally be on here around 9:30, so I'm like basically like 30 minutes early. All right, so you good now? All right, so I'm gonna place this horizontal. Just kind of put this right here. So I know that it's there. I think I'm gonna just put it a regular line, and I'm gonna put it, thicken it up. Yeah. So this is like, if I trade it like this, I would kind of put it right here, and this will kind of be. Why is it so small? Oh, I guess it's on the hourly time frame. But yeah, basically this will be my setup right here. My stop loss will probably be down here, and then I would aim for this high right here. That'll be close to a 1-2, 1.92. That's what I'll be basically looking for. But I don't really trade that way. But I kind of like to see, you know, make this a little darker. I like to see where price can possibly tap into. But I'll still be sticking to one thing, you know, because I don't want. That's how I missed that setup Monday. This is the 15-minute time frame. I'm aware that this is an hourly situation here. I guess I can see what the setup was on the Asian session, because it took out the high right here. As you can see, it's a fair value gap here once it broke the high. So it came up, kind of displaced, tried to displace a little bit, went to the 50% of the daily fair value gap. I can actually remove this because I have that. I didn't know that. I did do that yesterday, so I'm gonna delete this right here. But it is in the middle of this fair value gap. Wow, it really is. But yeah, so this fair value gap here, it tapped the middle of that daily fair value gap. That's why I like to mark the gaps and everything, so I see why I rejected. It was a daily fair value gap, the 50% midway point, and now somewhat of like a little SMT situation right here. And then you can kind of see, well, this is the 15-minute. You know, you can come back up here, tap into this. If I move this, so I'm just looking at the possible, you know, possible moves that price can make, and this is what I'll basically be looking for to possibly tap. That's my 1-2, because it took out a high right here. It took out the previous daily high yesterday around 7 p.m. Around 7 p.m. it took the previous daily high. It's a little SMT here. Now I can trade back into there. Now let me do my my brackets, because I do trade 10 to 11 silver bullet. I do trade that. I may take a 950 macro volume trade, you know, heading into 10 o'clock. That's what I normally do. But you know, it really depends on how price is moving. But today is Wednesday, so it is medium impact news at 10:30 a.m. So I'm aware of that. I have my news over there on my board. It's always good to have that, so you'll know what price, you know, the conditions of the market basically for the day. So this is kind of what I'm kind of looking for to a certain extent, but that's the 15-minute. You feel me? So I'm just looking at the bigger picture here and trying to look at a possible, if it goes back up here maybe at 9:30, then I know why. And if it's a good look, then hey, I'll take it. But like I said, I normally don't come to the charts this early though, to be honest. I didn't realize the time. So yeah, this was the 850 macro right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the 1 minute. And look at it. Okay, boom. Look at that, 850 macro. Pretty sure somebody took this right here. It was a gap here. And what did it do? Come right into this gap. And then ended up dropping. This could have been a nice, quick little sell right here. Stop loss didn't even need to be a full 50 pips. Look at that. It could have been like right here at this low. 13 pips. Boom. But I don't know about holding it this far down though. That's the only thing. This would be the 100 pips. But I mean, it could possibly continue to drop because there is another fair value gap here that it is probably trying to tap into now. And I do love, I like labeling my gaps. And you see how it tapped into this gap here when it continued to fall? Tapped into that right there. First tapped into that gap. And then it left the gap up here, but hey, I don't really want to count this one. I mean, I see it and I'm aware that it's there, but it's already rejected. It already rejected off of that for that macro time. This 1 minute gap here. But hey, this is literally just a macro trade. It didn't take a high, didn't take a low. I mean, it did take a high last night. I mean, yeah, it did take a high last night. So if you want to count that, you can. But it's not 3 reasons to get in a trade. The only reason to get in on this trade is literally 2 reasons: the macro time and the fair value gap there. There's really not another possible reason to hop in. And it created a 15-minute gap that I just labeled right there. So, and it just tapped the bottom of this 1 minute fair value gap. So, I mean, this could have been a nice, if you wanted to do a one and done, 50 pips, but we're up 25 pips, so half the way. So 50 pips would be like right here. And then you can possibly just take your trade out even now. But that's the halfway mark right there, in my opinion, for a break-even trade. But I don't trade that. I specifically trade the 10 to 11 silver bullet. But I just, you know, for those out there who, you know, may want to trade a different way, or may want to you know, trade that way, I just need to stick to my rules. But we still have some time until the 9:30 market open. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go and see if there was an Asian session set up. It's 11 p.m., 10:30, 7. Yeah, because I did not trade Asian at all. I'll go ahead and mark the end dog of the day, which is this candle here, the 6 o'clock candle, the high and the low. And I already have my template for that. Go ahead and lock and key that. So this is what I would have done, right? I would have had this to be my initial sell side liquidity right here. And I probably would have went ahead and used this high for the buy side. I mean, it did create a high here, but basically previous deadly high. I probably would have went ahead and used this previous deadly high as the buy side liquidity, but I'll just mark that just so, you know, like so. And then, so it took out the high. There is an opportunity. There was an opportunity here. I'm not sure if I would have taken it though, but there's a teeny tiny fair value gap here. So this is why you have to like back test, and you know, when you have a specific strategy, you just gotta know what you're looking for. So when it took out the previous daily high, it left the gap open right here, right? So I don't know if I would have taken this or not, but of course I could sit here and say in retrospect, oh, you could have got in here. So I'm not gonna just, you know. So this would have been the Asian buy right here. This would have been, you know, a possible setup here, because it did take a high, it displaced, it left a gap open. So this would have been the move to go right here. But knowing me, I probably would have waited until it kind of burst out a little bit more, and I possibly would have gotten in right here to make sure. But even then, it left two breakaway gaps. It left two gaps open, so I would have been kind of cautious. But it did go up. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what my stop loss and everything would have looked like if, if it would have hit my target and everything. Okay, so I would have hit my target. So there was two opportunities to hop in this trade. This opportunity when it took the high and it kept moving up, it created a gap here. It left these two open, and then it took off. Okay, so let's look at how it came down. Right, remove these gaps. This is how I trade. You may not agree with how I trade, but this is basically how I was able to get funded the first time. Okay, so it came out, took the high, and then when it takes the high, you always look for a market structure shift. If you don't know what that is, search it up on YouTube. I'm pretty sure there are many YouTubers that will explain that to you. I will possibly go over it in my way soon, but being I'm just starting off my channel, I'm just basically just showing you guys what I look for and everything. So yeah, so you had a little SMT here, had a little market structure shift. I do see one already before this one, but look how intentional price is. Right now, there was another opportunity right here, but being that it didn't come down yet, I wouldn't have gotten in this. This would have been like too early to try and catch a sale. That's the type of thing where it's like, okay, you see it already, you feel me? But this would have been a market structure shift trade. This would have been the trade to head back down, because I already took out the buy side. So whenever it takes out one side, you kind of look for it to come right back into the end dog and tap into the end dog, right? So so it did. Look what it did. It came down. Stop loss, and technically when you're using those fair value gap, it's a series of 3 candles. These 3 candles right here. And you use the gap, okay, boom, 3 candles came down. You will use the high of this candle right here for your stop loss. But what I normally do, I'm aware of that, but I kind of like to give my trade a little room. My stop loss for Asian is 20 pips, which is equals to 50 pips. So this would have been my setup right here. But what I probably would have done was, of course, as it moved further down, of course, move my stop loss down to the initial placement of the stop loss. Now, I'm not sure if I would have held it there or I would have took profit here, but see, it still ended up coming down. It's about to be 9:30. This is just getting good. It's just getting really good. So yeah, it went back up again into this fair value gap. And look what it did. Tapped again, and then look what it did again. If you missed that entry, look what it did. It left the gap open here. You could have gotten in right here. For how long? Hey, that's up to you. You probably won't be able to catch a 50 pip trade. You feel me? That could have been a little entry right here. Could have got you, what, I don't know, what, 30, 40 pips right here. So that's what I do. But guess look what price did though. You see this gap up here? What did it do? I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This is what happens every single day, bro. Every single day. You just got to know the times to look for this stuff. It came right back in, left this gap open, tapped into this gap, okay? And it tapped into it again like it was gonna drop again. It rejected off of it, but it didn't complete it, right? Came right back in, tapped into this 1 minute fair value gap right here. Now that right there is another trade. So you got, I marked out 1, 2 trades, 3 trades, 4 trades, 5 trades. So many opportunities, man. And it just keep rejecting off of these gaps. Look at this. It's another one. If you missed that one, you could have caught this one. It may not be for a lot of pips though, but it tapped into this. You could have caught that move right there. Tapped into it again. Could have caught that. So it was many opportunities to get in this. You know what I'm saying? many opportunities, but it has not tapped into this end dog yet. But technically speaking, if you look very carefully, it did. This candle right here is the end dog. What did it do? As soon as it formed, it went right into it. So this gap is technically filled already. You know what I'm saying? It technically did. Once it closed, it opened right back up and pushed right back into it. So that's why it went so strong, had such a strong bullish move to the upside, because the gap was already filled. And I just caught that just now. Which is why, did it tap into it at all? Okay, so it tapped into it again, but it did not take out the initial sell side. So the only reason why it will come out is come down further is to possibly take out this initial sell side liquidity, which it has yet to do. And then of course you have the two, you know, the macro time for London. And technically it wouldn't have been this move, it would have been this move right here. So you can catch a silver bullet for London session, Asian session, all the sessions. London session, and Asian and New York. Could have caught this buy right here, boom, quick buy. Look at this, now the silver bullet is between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. What is this, 3:30? Caught that right to okay, 3:01. Yeah, that could have been the silver bullet right there, but look at this right here. Boom, it tapped in, boom, tapped into this fair value gap, boom, tapped into this one, came down, came up again into this one, boom, came down, boom, tapped into this fair value. So it's like they're everywhere, y'all. Like they are literally everywhere. And that's when it came down and then officially tapped into the end dog. Now, it's good to continuously have the end dog on your charts, because look, even now it's still rejecting off of the end dog right now. And it just took out the initial sell side liquidity. So it had this expansion down for the 950 macro, right? Now look at what just happened. Now I'm gonna take out this initial buy side, initial sell side liquidity. Now you see from the 850 macro, this was the move right here for the 850 macro. This was the move, you know, like I said earlier, I already marked it off. Could have gotten in right here. Oh, come on, man, don't do it to me. You've been doing good. Could have gotten in right here as well, and that was the initial drop for the 850 to 910 macro. You know what I'm saying? And then now, what is it doing? Tapping into this gap. I mean, it's an end dog right there, but it's a fair value gap in there as well. You can't forget it has this whoa, what did it just do? No, don't take that away. No, why would you do that? And you gotta also think there's still a gap here, but I'm not gonna put it there because I don't want to take place too many gaps. But you see that it's tapping into this 1 minute gap, and it's correlating with the end dog as well for the day. So I'm gonna label that, boom, 1 minute fair value gap, just to kind of, you know, have a perspective there. It already took out the previous daily high. Let me go to the 5 minute just to be aware of where the previous daily low is. Wow. Okay, where is it? This is the 1 hour gap here. This previous weekly low. Wow, where's the previous daily low? Because I know it took the previous daily low and the weekly low from yesterday, just the previous daily high here. Where's the previous daily? Well, it had to take it out. Because this is the weekly low. Whoa. Where is the daily low? Nowhere to be found. Oh, I want to go into the settings and make sure it's dark enough for me to see it, but I feel like it's just gonna See how it's already acting up? I don't even know why that's even there. So there is no low right now. I can't find the previous daily low as of right now. But nonetheless, it's sale. Let me go back to the 1 minute. 9:30 open. Market open right now. Now this is the bottom of the daily fair value gap right here. Just tapped into it. Alright, so while that's moving, I'm gonna fast forward. When I edit it, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my charts on TradingView. I mean, not TradingView, on Top Step X.
Sway.
But I just want to say, you see how on the daily time frame it tapped into the middle of that gap and now it's dropping? Look at that. Like, it could possibly continue to drop. But who knows? We never really know, do we? We just go by price action. We go by what price action is showing. As far as the daily bias, it has so much room to pull up. You know what I mean? It has so much room to continue to push up higher. It can go either way. It can break through my wedge I have. It has a daily fair value gap that it can tap into. Being that it's at the 50%, and this is how I rejected off of this candle, I want to say it can continue to drop because it literally just rejected the heck out of that daily fair value gap. So I'm going to go bearish. But it's good to have a daily bias, but you just don't want to be married to it. You want to be able to adapt to the market. You want to be able to adapt to what's going on. Because what you don't want to happen, oh no, I know it's going to sell. It's going to continue to drop, but then it showed you every possible reason of a reverse, and you just really be like, oh, well, no, it's going to drop. I've been there so many times, bro. So many times. So yeah, that's another nugget there. There's no low. Like, I could not find the previous daily low, so now it'll just basically be for a price. Like, this is the wedge, so I mean, it could possibly come down here. It could possibly, you know, stop here. It could, you know, like, it's not like a previous daily low. Now, I can look at, okay, yeah, it done took out the London low, so that's what I'll do. Let me see, what time frame? Yeah, I'm on the 5. So it literally just took out, let me see. Yeah, this was the London low right here. Alright, so as you can see, it is dropping into that 1 hour fair value gap that I marked. It's dropping impulsively. That's an impulsive drop right there. I'll go back to the 1 hour. I mean the 1 minute. It just broke out of that consolidation. That's why I put that that box right there. But we are in the macro time. We still have 12 minutes left. And we'll see how it's gonna react off the 50% of this hourly fair value gap. Oh my god, bro. Jeez, the lag. It's about to reverse, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna get out. Oh, let me go back to the one. Cause it's in that gap. Alright, I'm out. This is about to reverse. That's what I said. Like, that's why I was iffy about hopping in, because I already knew it was gonna do this. I already knew. So now, let's wait on displacement. Go ahead and hop in right here. This is gonna take off. And just possibly move this out of the way. And anytime you have this hammer right here, yeah, do not look any further. Now it can still come down and tap this right here. What that is, I don't freaking know. I don't know what it's called. Because it's a candle in the middle of it. It's not a volume imbalance, but it's called something. I don't know. Some say it's counting as a fair value gap, but it's not. So I don't know specifically what it is, but it could possibly go down, tap into that, and then reverse.
Sway.
That was a beautiful rejection off of whatever the crap that's named, but it worked. Whatever this right here is named, the IC name for it, I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out though, because it's been helping me out. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get out. That's way over 1,000 for the day. So 1,100, 1,135, and look how I got out and how it's reversing back up, moving back. I wouldn't say reversing, but moving back up. But yeah, so matter of fact, hold on. I want to get it to that 4,000 mark. That's why I got back in. That's how sometimes I have to do. Like if I had, I was like $10-20 away from passing my challenge from my combine, and then it is like I have to get back in to get it, and then sometimes price will reverse. I mean, it's risky though. I'm not gonna lie. It's risky though. But being able to keep rejecting off this, I'm pretty confident it's gonna continue to trade higher. I mean, yes, it's rejecting off of that 50% of this gap right here, but I don't think it's just gonna reverse and just like tank. But I mean, it could though, because it is like a very steep. It's a very steep shape right here. It can drop. It's kind of almost like it's a wedge, like a wedge moving up. So it can burst through that, to be honest. I gotta kind of wait until it get further up, because it's such a lag on here. It's still not at 4,000 yet. till it go up a little bit more. Okay, yeah, right at 4,000. Yeah. Okay. So
Sway.
practice account. P&L. This is what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna do 1269. So I lost, what today is, the 20th. So right here, I lost at 191. The fees was, golly, fees was $11. It's normally not that high on New York session, but I mean it's practice. So, and then I got this back. So it's showing 1269. Oh, that's with the fees. So yeah, without the fees, it would have been more. But yeah, it ended up being 1269 for the day. Had that losing trade earlier. Ended up being 191 with the fees, and then caught it back just now. And that's my two trades. That's my two trades. I mean, yes, the way I trade is risky. I'm not gonna lie. It is a little risky. But sometimes you have to take that risk sometimes. It may not be ideal, but sometimes I do stuff like that on my live, or I'm sorry, I'm sleepy. I'm sorry, I keep rubbing my eyes, but I'm still a little sleepy. So yeah, this is my I guess you could say analytics or whatever for this right here. Total P&L for yesterday. A lot of people like to go by percentages and stuff. I really don't care about all that stuff. I just make the money. That's it. Yeah, this is how I'm looking for the week so far. If this was my live account, I wouldn't trade tomorrow, because that's $4,000, almost $5,000 in 2 days. So I wouldn't trade tomorrow. But being that I'm not trading on practice, I mean live, or I would say live, but a funded and or a combine, I'm a trade, because it's not like a real, you know. So tomorrow there is high impact news at 8:30, and then medium impact news at 10 a.m. So yeah, but this, like I said, I would not trade tomorrow, because 2 of these days has just been very good days. Wow, 4 trades. Wow, that's crazy. So yeah, so this would have been, yeah, if this was, like I said, a funded or a combined account, I would not be trading. Probably wouldn't trade for the rest of the week. I might try to slick in the Friday, because there is high impact news Friday at 9:45, and then medium impact news at 10 a.m. So yeah, but I'm just trading these accounts kind of how I would trade, you know, my funded or a combine. The only difference is I wouldn't risk this much. But sometimes, I don't know, sometimes I'll take that chance, man. It's like when you're a trader, you gotta take those chances, bro. Like, whoa. Oh, I forgot when it pull up that, sometimes it pull up the dawn for some reason. I don't know. Alright, I was talking to my father, the best dad in the world. Alright, so this trade ended up playing out. It was a little risky, but this is basically just how I trade, my thought process when I be in trades like this. I took an L at first off of a sell from, I think I got in the sell like right here. Yeah, right off this little gap here, and then it ended up dropping, but then it ended up going right back, pushing right back up. And I saw over here on ES where it was reversing So I just went ahead and just got in, and it went for 100 pips. Actually, more than 100 pips. Probably about roughly like 120 something pips. Yeah, about 120 something. But yep, so this trade ended up playing out. So yeah, this is basically how I trade. Yep. Like I said, it don't always work out like this, but you just got to get it where you can get it. That's all I can say. But if you stay to the whole video, I know I'm gonna have to fast forward through a lot through this video, because I actually came to the charts a whole lot earlier than I expected, than I thought it was. I thought it was like around like 9:15, 9:20, but it ended up being like 9:05 or something like that. So I had a little review of what I look for and everything in the beginning of this video, and then you guys saw my whole thought process. So how I missed these moves up here, I missed this 1 minute, not even that one, this right here. But like I said, this wasn't the time. This is my setup, but it wasn't the time. The timing didn't match. But it ended up playing out. So say if I would have held it all the way down here, that would have been a freaking really good move, man. That would have been a really, really, really good move. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Welcome to my channel. There will be more content to come. I'm going to get me a whole new setup, so my screen won't be my computer won't be lagging. I'm pretty sure it's lagging now. Like my last video lagged at the beginning of it, but it's giving unprofessional. But hey, the content is here. This is real life. This is what happens. You know, everything can't be perfect. I don't have the perfect setup, but I'm here. I'm a normal person. So yep, so I'm excited about next week, about trading on my funded accounts next week. So yeah, peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Say hello. And like I said at the beginning of this video, if you're new to trading, comment below. Maybe I can help you or give you some advice or whatever on your trading journey. But yeah, peace out. See you guys in the next video.